I'm so happy to have our guests here today from Operation Happy Nurse, talk a little bit about their organization and also guide us through mandala drawing for stress relief. So some materials that you'll need are some pieces of paper, some cutouts of circles. I cut some out of a cardboard box. I had lots of packages, and some pens or like watercolors if needed, things like that. But here to present the session is Shannon. I'll start off with Shannon McPeak. Thank you for joining us today.
Hey guys, my name is Shannon. I am the founder of Operation Happy Nurse. We are a nonprofit organization where our focus is on decreasing stress, anxiety, and depression in the nursing profession. We do this through an online stress relief community where we offer a bunch of different types of stress relievers, such as discussion boards. We have yoga, fitness, meditation videos. We have monthly discounts. We've got a book club, and you get to pick and choose through all of these different stress relievers. I didn't even name them all. There's a lot of them, but so we don't overwhelm you. You choose which ones you want to be a part of, and then your profile adapts to what you need. I actually got in touch with Margaret because we interviewed her on our podcast about adult coloring books at the time, because Margaret is the president of the American Art Therapy Association. So pretty cool person right there. And we've stayed in touch ever since. We've also done virtual events for stress relievers, and Margaret did one for us where she did mandala drawing. I would take you through our website, but right now I want to just focus on stress relief and help you guys, get through the beginning of your week. So I'll have Margaret take it away. But if you have any questions about Operation Happy Nurse, please feel free to chat them in the below and I'll direct message you back.
Yeah. So I'm really happy to see all of you here and interested in mandala work. My name is Margaret, as Shannon said, and I want to just say, I'm thrilled to be able to support nurses in general, and especially during Nurses Week, in finding new ways to help yourself de-stress and relax. So I know that some of you here have some experience with mandala or know that word, know what mandala imagery is. And typically it's something that looks quite complicated in the design in the center. It's also very symmetrical. And while that is traditional mandala, I'm using the word a little bit loosely, and I don't want you to feel like you have to create something so detailed. It's not really about what you're going to create. It's more about the process of creating that we're going to focus on, and that will help you relax. So first, I'm going to take you through a short visualization to kind of help our bodies just kind of calm and center, and to clear our minds a little bit before we engage in the creative art making piece. Okay, so if you don't know what a visualization is, it's very similar to a guided imagery, that type of thing. So I just want you to listen to my voice and do whatever is comfortable for you. If you don't want to close your eyes, you don't have to. But we'll just do this together, and then I'll talk a little bit more about the creating piece, okay? So at first, I'd like you to just kind of get into a comfortable spot. You probably have done meditation in the past. So if you can, put your feet on the ground to get a sense of the earth beneath you. If not, that's okay. Just get yourself comfortable, fix your clothes, whatever you need to do. And take just one deep breath in, nice and slow, and out again, just to kind of stop ourselves from that racing moment that you might be in as we start. I want you to notice how your body feels right now. Don't try to change it. Just note if there's an area of tightness or what your pulse might be, if it's fast or slow. Just notice that. Just pay attention passively to the state of your body right now. Notice how your body and your mind might be feeling. Close your eyes if you like. Feel your body as you breathe in and out at your own pace. Feel yourself relaxing, slightly, dropping your shoulders, your jaw loosening so your teeth are not touching, and your eyelids start to feel heavy. Take in a deep breath and hold it, and slowly breathe out. Notice your breathing in and out. Your body knows how much air you need. Notice how your breath goes in, filling your stomach and your lungs. And then there's a pause before you exhale and breathe out. Draw in another breath. And allow your body to relax and your mind to focus on the calming color relaxation that I'm about to share. Allow your relaxation to occur naturally. Just observe what's happening. Create a picture in your mind of the color red. Imagine red of all shades. You might picture red objects, a red landscape, or just a solid color. Imagine all the different tones of red: roses, bricks, apples, sunset. Enjoy the color red. Now allow your imagination to change the color to orange in your mind. Picture the color orange, infinite shades of orange flowers, pumpkins, carrots. Fill your entire visual field in your mind's eye with the color orange. Enjoy orange. And now visualize the color yellow. See in your imagination all the various shades of yellow. Allow yellow to fill your vision. Lemons, flowers, fall leaves. Imagine the endless tones of the color yellow. Imagine yourself surrounded with the calming color yellow. Immerse yourself. Enjoy yellow. Let the color that you are imagining become green. Fill your imagination with the color green. Endless shades and tones of green. Plants, leaves, grass. Imagine being surrounded by beautiful green, all shades, from the lightest to the darkest. Bright green, subdued green, emerald green. Enjoy green. Now see in your mind the color blue. Surround yourself with beautiful blue. Unending shades of blue. Water, sky. Imagine blue filling your vision. Enjoy the colors of blue. Allow the color now to become violet. Focus on the multitude of purples around you. Purple flowers, eggplant, a sunrise, Immerse yourself in violet. Enjoy violet. Now allow your attention to return to your breathing. Notice how calm and regular your breathing is now. Meditate on the calming color relaxation once more. Imagine the colors again, one at a time, starting with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. Now picture whatever calming color you wish. Do you have a favorite or a color that suits your mood right now? Imagine whatever colors you like. Allow your mind to be relaxed, focused, and calm. Enjoy the feeling of relaxation you're experiencing. Become a little more alert with each breath you take, more aware of your surroundings. Stretch your muscles, open your eyes, and be fully alert and calm. Now it's time to return your attention to the paper in front of you. As I said, there is no right or wrong way of doing this. So if this is your first time, just embrace it. Gaze at your paper and imagine one of the colors that you saw in your mind's eye appear in the circle, or if you haven't drawn the circle yet, in the center of your paper. We're going to take the next 15 minutes or so to create an image, or just colors and shapes, whatever you're inspired to create on your paper. You can use any materials that you have on hand, whether it's pens or pencils or markers or chalk. If you don't have any writing implements, feel free to create a three-dimensional circular shape with whatever trinkets or elements you have in front of you, little candles or keys or buttons or whatever it might be. Just do whatever you feel is right for you. And I want you to, if you have that circle paper, try to stay within the circle. We're using the circle today as a boundary so that you can focus and really bring your mind's eye to what you're doing. So go ahead, I will give you a cue when our time is coming to a stop. And certainly I'm here if you have any concerns, you can write me in the chat, but we're going to try to remain kind of quiet and just stay in that relaxed zone as long as you can. Okay? Go ahead and start if you haven't already. I just want to let you know we have about 5 or 6 minutes to keep working. And this is not something you have to feel compelled to complete now. Just go with whatever you feel is right for you. And I'll let you know when we are coming to a stop. Right. If everyone could take maybe another 30 seconds to a minute to come to a place where you feel comfortable stopping, if you're not already stopped. And we'll take a few minutes to just share some thoughts together. So if you feel comfortable turning on your camera now, that would be great. If you want to share, if you want, it's never forced to share what you've created. But if you cannot do that or don't feel that's comfortable right now, that's okay too. I didn't really talk too much about mandala, and just want to, I will tell you after we communicate a little bit more about it. But like I said, this is a looser use of mandala than you may have encountered in other places. But as we come back, I want you to just take a look at your image, whatever you created in front of you, and see if there's anything that resonates for you. Does it resonate with the visualization we did? Does it bring up a particular feeling for you, or memory, or anything? Now, this is about your relaxation, right? So I want you to do what's comfortable for you. If there is anyone who is really interested in sharing what they created or what came up for them, or how they felt during the process, I'd be happy to hear that. Yeah, okay, so Patty, I saw your hand go up.
I can share.
Sure, thank you.
I realize it's okay. I'm courageous. It's like a 5-year-old picture.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
Where my nephews and niece draw better than me.
Well, something I'll let you know. It's okay. It's okay. This process is never, like, when we do this kind of relaxation, it's not about how well you can draw something. It's more just about how that makes you feel, and the process of letting things go from your mind as you focus on something else. That's it. So you did that because you've got like lots of imagery there. It's kind of hard for me to see exactly, but I appreciate that you were interested in doing that, and that you've got like, do I see a tree? I really have to make it.
I'm glad you were able to
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna make your picture bigger for me. Let's see, a sun and a tree and a star. I can definitely tell what you've created.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for sharing and being brave enough to do that. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I just would like to appreciate you for your work, because I didn't know that imagining colors is so relaxing. Yeah, I'm more into numbers, so it's good to just go back to arts, to creativity, to just be with the colors. So I'll definitely go back to it. So thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for sharing that. You know, a lot of us have grown up with the idea that, by the time you're maybe 6 or 7 or even 10, people have told you either you're good at art or you're not. And those people that hear that they're not good at it kind of shut that piece of their lives away a little bit. And I'm here to tell you that it's for everyone. Creativity and color exploration, or just, any way that you use your imagination, is for every person. And it's a wonderful way to kind of you can do it anywhere, right? You could think about color anywhere, and take those few minutes to do some breathing, close your eyes, just let your mind relax. It can do wonders for you when you're stressed out or you can't focus anymore. I know you all have very intense jobs, I'm sure. And so that's a really important thing for you to do to nurture yourself. So I'm glad that you recognize that, Patty. Thank you. Does anyone else have any comments that they'd like to share, or maybe your mandala image? Michaela? Yeah.
Yeah, so mine is very different. Perfect. I think they're all supposed to be, but I'm very attracted to like very geometric type designs. And so I used actually I'm in my craft space, so like a paint container. Just drawing kind of lines, doing line work.
Oh yeah, sure. It's awesome that you have a craft center. I love that.
Yeah, so I make wood flower decor and stuff. So this is my kind of calming space.
Nice.
Right when we started the call, I was finishing charting, and so I'm still kind of I found myself, I'm a ruminator as well. And so I found myself kind of going back and forth and rethinking over the day, even though I didn't want to. And so it's kind of like meditation in that my mind continued to wander several times, and then I, would come back to it. And so it just is a constant reminder for myself to, give myself a break. So I really like this.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you do. And thank you for sharing. Would you be okay holding that up one more time really quickly? Okay. Because I just want to note that for me, when I look at your image, I am not interpreting, we don't interpret anything, but I'm just noticing that you have all these lines crossing over each other. And it kind of resonates for me, what you were saying about your mind wandering and like having so many things going on inside at one time. And I just want to note how it reflects in your art making a little bit.
Yeah, I can totally do that. I understand that. I like it.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. And it's not easy to calm our minds, really. I don't have to tell you that, right? You all have I've had difficulty with it when something's really pressing on you, but I think the more that you can, focus on your breathing, focus on something else to really let yourself separate from that is going to be helpful to you and let you'll notice your body just calming. So I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you, Michaela.
Yeah.
So we do have time for a couple more people if they want to share.
Sure, I can share. It's Rishma here.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Hi. So this is my image here. So just
okay. Oh, great. Oh, wow. Okay. Lots of lines.
Lots of lines. So it was very, very interesting therapy, actually. I never thought of that. But when you did the whole meditation of colors, and I asked you the question, the color that really popped into my mind was blue and green. Mm-hmm. And when I started drawing, I started with flowers up here.
Yes.
But then all of a sudden I left the flowers and I went to do more waves down here. Mm-hmm. And kind of it resonates with what my color came up to, like more of a water calming thing. And then I kept on waving around, and then I did some of the boxes, and I don't know what came to my mind, but the waves took along. And even in my waves, I was trying to find the flowers, and I was here and there. But every time I go to flowers, I had to go back to the waves. And one thing I noticed that I never stopped my pencil. It kept on going. Yes. It was making it draw itself. And I've never really put so much into art as this much. My kids draw all the time, so I sit with them and sometimes do color or doodling with them. But it was very interesting of the whole. It came in, like you were saying, that sometimes it interprets of what our mind is. And I'm still looking into my picture to see what I can interpret with it. But I would like to hear what you think about it.
I find it very interesting. I'm excited that you filled the whole circle. Sometimes people don't necessarily do that. We didn't give a lot of time. So that's really great. But it points out that the circle really helps as a boundary to keep you centered in what you're doing. And I love that you're explaining how your pencil didn't lift from the paper and you kind of just were making these lines instinctively, it sounded like. When you started with flowers, to me, it seems like your mind was wrestling with letting go and doing something, like thinking about doing something. And so the flowers, you were thinking intentionally, but then you were responding to the moment and letting go and just letting yourself create whatever came out, right? So no rhyme or reason, which is awesome, because that means to me that hopefully your mind was able to release some of those, you know, thoughts that you might have been having during the day or whatever, and just get into the process. So that's what I see. Really fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed the meditation and the whole color behind in the artwork. I really, definitely I will continue doing it. I will probably bring it up to my kids as well. They would love to do that too. Thank you.
Excellent. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone else who wants to say something? Doesn't have to be your artwork. It can be anything.
I can share.
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, I really enjoyed the color meditation also. I realized that there are colors that I don't really think of or gravitate to. And when I was imagining yellow, like a yellow Teletubby came up to mind, which is pretty funny. But I incorporated some of those colors in my drawing that, I normally don't use. So that was nice. This is mine.
Okay. Can you lift it a little bit higher? Just there you go. Okay. Oh, cool. So you did a more of a symmetrical image.
Yeah. But yeah, I normally don't use orange or yellow, greens. But then I really like the flower. I mean, this like green flower kind of came up, so I wanted to add it there. But
and it seems like you've used almost every color. Not sure if I saw red in there, but you've got like quite an array.
Yeah, not the red. I also realized I had these colored pencils like in a box for a long time, and I just never opened them, and I had to also sharpen them. I never used them. So.
Okay, but now you found a use for them. That's awesome. That's great.
A use for that.
Cool. Thank you for sharing. I like wonder if you're all you mentioned that you are aware of mandala and that you've tried some things before, and I find it curious that because you made a symmetrical pattern. So I wonder if that's something about the familiarity that you had with what mandalas might look like. So
yeah, I did one before, so and I have an image of it, so I kind of went with that.
Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I think we can always learn from each other, even if we didn't experience something. It's great to hear what others had as their process, so that we can learn from each other. We have about 8 minutes or so left. And so again, I don't want to stop anybody if anyone wants to share. But if not, I'll have a little closing, but I want to just tell you a couple things about mandala, because I don't want it to sound like I've, appropriated this thing for art therapy's sake and not really understanding where it's coming from or what it means. So, and I can only give you, 2 or 3 minutes worth, so it's going to be very brief. But for those of you who haven't heard of mandala before, the word is an ancient Sanskrit word that really means circle or circular object or circular pattern of some sort. So that's why in art therapy, we often use the word mandala, because there's been research that finds that when you create within that circular shape, that it has a more meditative quality to it, and it has a more centering quality to it than other types of shapes. So when we're specifically trying to have people, to help people calm or center, or in this case, relieve stress, we often use a circular shape to allow people to have that border to keep them focused and to kind of keep them in that quiet, repetitive shape that is very helpful. In mandala, in traditional mandala, it was used to create patterns that were often religiously based or spiritually based. And it's not just one area of Eastern thought, but you can find mandalas in lots of different cultures. And the first person that actually we know of that brought mandala to the Western world was actually Carl Jung. I don't know if anybody knows of, he was a psychologist, and created lots of theory around universal collective consciousness, and he was very into dream work, and he would always create his own mandalas, and that is kind of how it came into the world of psychology and counseling, etc. So without going too far into this, you didn't come here for a lecture. I just wanted to give you a little grounding in why we use it in art therapy and where it came from. So it's something that's so simple. You can use it yourself. If you're feeling stressed, you can use it with your kids, as somebody mentioned. I think it was Rishma mentioned. And just by using that circle shape, it helps to calm people. So enough on that. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm going to put my email in the chat before we go, in case anybody wants to have a conversation or ask any questions after this. I'm happy to speak with you. But I would like us to end on a more of a relaxing piece. I hope you're still relaxed, even though we're chatting. And I always end my sessions with a moment of gratitude, and just gratitude for the time that we've spent together, relaxing together, and being able to engage creatively with each other, maybe learn something new. And I always close with a quote. So I'd like you to just take a deep breath and inhale again, so we can leave in a relaxed state. Just inhale deeply and exhale, and make sure that your body is as relaxed as it can be right now. And as we inhale again, I want you to inhale peace and serenity, and exhale calm and contentment. The quote I want to leave you with is from a person named Amit Ray, who is an Indian author, a spiritual master. And he says, "Open the window of your mind. Allow the fresh air, lights, and new truths to enter." So on that note, I want to thank you for a lovely evening. I hope that you feel more relaxed than when you entered this space. And it's been my pleasure to work with you tonight and to share this with you. So thank you all for being here. Yeah, we do have maybe 5 minutes or so. I don't know if we want to just leave calmly. I'm going to put my email in there in the chat for you, and you can ask, set any questions. You can find me on Instagram, wherever, and everything else too, Facebook and whatnot. So there you go. All right. Yeah, I feel like we lost mindful nurses.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you are there? I can't see. Oh, okay.
It's
Sorry.
really calm right now.
Oh, there you are. You're right there in the center, and I just didn't see. I was looking for the logo. Silly me. Yeah. Well,
Thank
okay.
you, Margaret. Yeah,
You're welcome.
I'm feeling pretty relaxed. I don't know about everyone else.
I hope it's a time of day that you can kind of maintain that relaxation and not have to gear up again,
Yeah.
But if it is, maybe you gear up in a more mellow way for the evening.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
yeah,
Time just flew also. I feel like.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I just want to also thank Shannon for and Operation Happy Nurse for inviting me to do this with you today. So it's been great working with Shannon and her organization as well. So they do a lot of wonderful things for nurses and healthcare professionals that are great. Yeah. So
Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Margaret.
you're welcome. Thank you. And hope everyone has a lovely evening. It was great to be with you tonight or this afternoon, wherever you are.
We also have Janelle Smith here. She's the other co-founder of Mindful Nurses.
Oh, wonderful.
She wanted to say anything, but-
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you guys so much. It's great to
Absolutely.
collaborate with you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Yeah.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, thanks for being here. It's a really nice session. So thanks everyone for joining us today. Connect with Operation Happy Nurse and Margaret for additional information and other sessions. Tomorrow we have another very interesting topic, burnout, boundaries, and self-advocacy, which is such an important topic for nurses. We want to live a life and create that work-life balance. So we don't have to have all these like stress relieving practices. Hopefully we can build a life that, you know, we can maintain balance. So hopefully you guys can join us tomorrow and spread the word to other nurse colleagues, classmates that could use this. I think it's such an important topic. But thank you, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.